The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Raiders and the Cowboys on Thursday night primetime.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason. And we got a good matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Dallas. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Play action. Now O'Connell. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert once more. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for our Cowboys.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run here with Herbert. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Khalil Herbert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A drive that time of 6 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Herbert. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On play action, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Prescott off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now O'Connell. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they go play action here with O'Connell. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Herbert powering up the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Running right, here's Dillon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Dillon. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. That one complete to Trey Tucker.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
O'Connell looking to throw on 1st. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 2nd down, O'Connell.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas.
Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter, here we go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the 2nd half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Herbert. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the
Play action now. Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
A 20-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's O'Connell.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They run again with Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
115 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit,
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A handoff for Herbert.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Throwing on 1st down, O'Connell.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
To the air again with O'Connell.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
To throw here, O'Connell.
This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And O'Connell now to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Now O'Connell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, O'Connell. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
O'Connell working from the gun.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Play fake. Here's Rush.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
And right side, they're going to go option here.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
Dillon up the middle. Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Webster.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing here, Rush. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
It's showtime, baby.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Rush. He finds his man complete. That's Webster. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Dillon.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
It's 4th and goal.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.